I used to think I was the one going to the shelter to find a cat. But the moment I met Fitz, I realized maybe it was actually the other way around. He didn't sit in a corner waiting for someone to notice him. Fitz came straight to me, climbed up my jeans, crawled across me, and settled into the hood of my jacket, like it was exactly where he belonged. I put him back down. Fitz climbed up again. The second time, I still thought it was just a cute little moment. But when he did it a third time, I finally understood. Fitz had chosen me.
Yeah. Good boy.
That day, I went to the shelter without any plans to adopt an animal. I just wanted to walk around, meet some of the cats, and spend a little time with them. There were so many cats there, each with their own personality, all waiting for someone to notice them. But Fitz wasn't waiting. He came looking for me.
Oh, hello.
Fitz was a small tuxedo cat with an incredible amount of energy. The moment I got close, he started climbing up my clothes. He didn't hesitate or stop halfway. He just kept going until he was curled up inside my jacket hood. He was so comfortable that it almost felt like he had already been living with me for years.
What's happening? I know, I'm sorry.
After the third time, I stopped trying to convince myself it was just a coincidence. I took Fitz home. And the funny thing was, from the very beginning, he acted like he had always belonged there. He explored every corner of the house without hesitation and quickly turned the whole place into his own little kingdom. Fitz had an unbelievable amount of energy. He ran, jumped, and chased anything that moved. Sometimes he could leap so high that I couldn't believe a little cat like him could get that much air.
Such a thing now. Koko, careful. Ugh. You're not a cat.
But then something else surprised me even more than his energy. It was the way Fitz connected with Koko, my dog. Honestly, I had no idea how their first meeting would go. A tiny cat and a dog can be very different, but Fitz didn't seem to care about that at all. They met, and within just a few minutes, all the tension I had been worried about disappeared. Koko was calm, Fitz was curious, and somehow, they just started hanging out like they had known each other forever. From that day on, wherever Koko went, Fitz wanted to be right there with her. The funny thing was, Fitz wasn't like most cats who would run away when playing with a dog. He ran right alongside Koko and sometimes even took the lead. And the way he ran was hilarious. He didn't exactly sprint like a normal cat. He almost galloped. Before long, the two of them became inseparable. They followed each other around the yard, rested in the same places, and somehow ended up being part of almost everything I did. So whenever I planned to go somewhere, I started thinking about how I could bring both of them along.
Good boy.
Then one day, I wanted to go out on the lake. I knew bringing a cat along probably wasn't something most people would do, but Fitz had never really been a typical cat. So I built him a little floating platform using a cooler, pool noodles, and some weights to keep it balanced. It wasn't anything fancy, but it was sturdy enough for Fitz to sit on. The first time I put Fitz on the little platform, I watched him closely. I thought he might panic or immediately try to jump into the water, but Fitz just sat there. After a while, he lay down and completely relaxed. From then on, whenever I took the kayak out, Fitz came with me. I would tow his little platform behind me, and he would sit there like he was enjoying his own private boat ride.
I think he's really contemplating swimming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and help that.
At home, Fitz was back to being his energetic self. Mornings and evenings were when he had the most energy, but sometime around noon, he would disappear. Between about 12 and 5 p.m., he would find a quiet spot and sleep so deeply that sometimes I would forget he was even in the house. But around 4 in the morning, everything changed. Fitz would wake up and decide he wanted attention. He would meow until I responded. Of course, nobody really wants to be woken up at 4 a.m., but that was Fitz's routine, and eventually, I got used to it. People often ask me how I trained Fitz to walk around without a leash, but honestly, I never really trained him. Fitz learned from Koko. She walks freely but always knows how to stay close to me. Fitz watched her, followed her lead, and slowly figured it out for himself. Even so, Fitz's adventures still make me nervous sometimes. Whenever he runs into the bushes after a squirrel, there's always that moment when everything goes quiet and I wonder if he's coming back. Then suddenly, he appears again, running toward us like nothing ever happened. And every time he does, I realize just how much trust we've built together. Looking back, it still amazes me that I went to the shelter one day just to look around and came home with a cat who had chosen me. Fitz didn't just become part of my life. He bonded with Koko, turned ordinary days into little adventures, and taught me that the most special relationships don't always begin with you choosing an animal. Sometimes they begin when an animal looks at you, walks straight over, and says in its own way, "I choose you."